Welcome to California Unearthed. I am in Orland, California today. We are going to go pick the original Boysenberry. That's right, the original one. The one that was developed way back in 1923. As you see the sign behind me for the Boysen Berry Farm, we have beautiful California poppies growing right here. So come join me as we go pick some boysenberries. Let's go get messy. This Boysenberry farm is owned and operated by Tom and Jeanette Boysen Fitzgerald and is historically significant because Tom and Jeanette are growing the original boysenberries created by Jeanette's grandfather, Charles Rudolph Boysen, back in 1923. Next year, 2023, will mark the 100th anniversary of the creation of the boysenberry. Charles Rudolph Boysen was born on July 14, 1895 in Merced County, California, and grew up farming and learning about plant science. In 1923, Rudy put that plant science to work when he was working on a prune farm in Napa, California, and began experimenting with cross-pollination of local berries. Rudy had successfully produced and cultivated new large berries which were unnamed. He is known to have said that the berries were as big as his thumb. But in 1925, Rudy had to pack up his family and his berry vines, which he potted in coffee cans, and moved to his in-laws' orange grove in Fullerton, California. The vines were replanted in an irrigation ditch alongside the orange grove in Fullerton. In 1927, Rudy took a chance on his vines and his berries and went to a rare plant grower in Southern California named Douglas Coolidge. Mr. Coolidge was so impressed with what he saw, he had sent word to the USDA in Washington, D.C., expressing their need to check out these berries. That same year, Rudy became park superintendent for the city of Anaheim and pretty much gave up on his berries and put all of his focus on park development and creation for the city of Anaheim, and became influential in the development and care of Anaheim's first parks, Pearson and La Palma Park. Today, the old airplane park on State College Boulevard in Anaheim has been renamed Boysen Park in honor of Rudolph Boysen's accomplishments as park superintendent. At Pearson Park, you can still visit Boysen's cactus garden, in which Rudy planned and developed himself from cacti and rocks that he went out and retrieved from the desert. Check out this photograph I found of Rudolph Boysen actually planting his cactuses in the cactus garden at Pearson Park. In 1932, the Great Depression was in full force, and the USDA were looking for a new way to feed America. USDA Inspector George Darrow heard about the berries and went to Southern California in search of the berries and Rudy Boysen. Mr. Coolidge had passed on by this point, so Mr. Darrow went to the next best person. That would be Walter Knott, aka the Berry Man of Southern California, from Knott's Berry Place, known today as Knott's Berry Farm, to inquire about Rudy Boysen and his berry. Mr. Knott knew nothing about Rudy Boysen or his berry, but suggested that they look in the phone book for Mr. Boysen. They found him working in Anaheim as a city park superintendent. When they asked him about the berries, Mr. Boysen told them that he had 6 plants in a ditch in an old orange grove that his in-laws once owned, but he had sold it off. Together, they located the 6 vines, which were half dead and covered in weeds. With the permission of the property owner and Boysen's blessing, Walter Knott took the vines back to the farm, fertilized and babied them for 3 years before getting enough berries and plants to sell to consumers. Once in production, Knox discovered that the berries were so large that only 25 berries would fit in a half-pound basket. This new berry that Knott called the Boysenberry, in honor of Rudolph Boysen, grossed $1,737.50 per acre the first year of full production in 1935. By 1940, boysenberries became the staple food in national market. Walter Knott could have kept the boysenberry as an exclusive Knott product. Instead, he shared the plant stock with other growers, big and small, which helped some growers get their start. Rudy Boysen passed away on November 25, 1950, but left an unforgettable legacy in the city of Anaheim and in agricultural history in California. Now this is where the story takes a turn. In 1955, Rudy's brother Leland, with the permission of the landowners, took the original vines from Napa and transplanted them on his property in Merced. 21 years later, in 1976, during a family wedding, starters from the original vines in Merced were given out to family members. Alice Maskey, hopefully I'm saying that last name correctly, a cousin of Jeanette's, was among the guests who received the starters. She planted and grew the starters obtained at the wedding, first in Hayward, then she took them with her to Castro Valley when she moved, where the vines have lasted over 40 years. In 2016, Jeanette and Tom discovered the family legacy that had been left untold. Historian Chris Jepson from Anaheim connected the Fitzgeralds with Alice, who Jeanette did not even know about. Alice shared 24 starter vines with Jeanette. The Fitzgeralds grew the vines in Fallbrook, California, and propagated 900 vines, and within a year were in search of land to create a farm. After a detailed search, they bought this 10 acres here in Orland, where in 2018 they planted their 900 vines that they had propagated from the original 24 vines that they received from Jeanette's cousin Alice. The new farm was rightfully named the Boysen Berry Farm. They harvested their first boysenberries in 2019. A USDA genetic study confirmed that their vines were direct descendants of Rudy's original hybrids. The DNA test also revealed that Rudy's boysenberries were a cross between Marionberries and Loganberries. What's really cool about this is they have been written up in a local magazine. Is Edible Shasta County and Butte. They have a 3-page article in here. So I believe these guys have a website as well. If they do, I will put it right down below here. And I'm sure that this article you can read online. The historical information on the Boysen Berry Farm website and the edible article, in which I both pulled from, originally came from an article written by Chris Jepson and Stephen Faessel. Hopefully I'm saying that last name correctly. The article is called Rudy Boysen and the Boysenberry, and it was published in the Orange Countiana Journal. I will put a complete description of that article in the description down below. Alright, so this is what they look like right here. These are very big berries. And so I'm going to go ahead and taste this one and tell you if it tastes any different than the ones I have at home and the ones I've tasted before. That is so good. That is really, really good. They taste about the same as the ones I have at home. But those are... You guys have got to try these. They're amazing. You-pick farms like this are very few and far between anymore. I remember as a kid doing this with strawberries down in Yorba Linda. But to be able to see this now in 2022 is that's pretty cool. I know you can do like pumpkin picking at pumpkin patches and stuff, but berries, this is unique. Very, very unique. This is kind of cool. You having fun there, Cheryl?
Yes, I am. I don't know why I said that in an accent.
So are you going to turn out to be like Violet from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? We're going to have to, you know, juice you when this all said and done?
Maybe.
You going to turn purple on us?
You never know. I might.
All right,
if I eat too many.
What do you got in here so far? You got a lot more picking to do.
I know. I'm trying.
Look at the clusters of boysenberries up here. All right, back to picking. All right, Cheryl, let's see those hands.
That's what happens when you're picking berries.
So the hazard to picking berries is you get poked a lot.
And as you can see, I'm putting these in Robert's bucket. So it looks like he picked some.
Well, with my visual impairment, I can barely make out which berries are ripe and which ones aren't. I need a seeing eye picker.
That's true. Hence my hands.
Yeah, these are gonna make some nice jams or jellies or
I'm thinking about making some
syrup.
jam.
Well, that's if they make them back to Reading. They may not make it back to Reading. We are an hour south of Reading in Orland, and these berries may not make it back.
That could happen. You never know. Ooh, there's a big one.
Show the camera this one.
Oh, that one's
Oh,
nice.
that one's huge.
Nice and ripe. Gotta show this. Look at right in here. Look at all of these.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm putting these in my bucket.
All right.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
But this is absolutely fascinating. Let me put the camera up. Rudolph Boysen would be proud of his granddaughter.
Mm-hmm. It's awesome that they're doing this too. I mean,
It is.
even as a child, I loved boysenberries. Boysenberry yogurt, that was my favorite.
This makes me so happy to be able to see this going on here in Northern California. You think boysenberries, you think Southern California, Walter Knott.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that the boysenberry was developed in Napa, of all places, and then moved to Anaheim, the boysenberries are back in Northern California. That is good to see. All right, Cheryl, we're almost done picking boysenberries. Let's see that hand now. Looks like a murder scene. Let's see your bucket. You did pretty good. Couple pounds there.
Yeah.
I got a couple pounds in my bucket.
Which I picked for him.
Well, I am a blind man. All right, guys, that was a lot of fun. I got real messy. I got cleaned up already. My friend Cheryl, as you saw, she had murder hands, as we call them. But we got about 4¼ pounds of boysenberries. We're going to take those home and split them up. I'll give her half. I'll take half. We'll either make
I'm taking them all.
Well, I'm not going to let you do that, but whatever. We'll fight for them. But what we'll do is either make a pie or some juice, or we'll make something out of them. I may end up eating them all and look like Violet from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Who knows? We'll see. If you don't hear from me for a couple weeks, you'll understand why. So once again, if you want to come and pick boysenberries, the original boysenberry, they are going to be open until about the beginning of June. Go on their website, which I will list right down here, and make a reservation. Come out and pick some berries. It's a family activity. It's a lot of fun for little children along with grown adults as well. It's $7 a pound for boysenberries. I think we just spent $28, and it's very, very well worth it. And you are supporting a local farmer. And like I said earlier in the video, these U-pick places aren't very common anymore. So this is a very wonderful treat here in Northern California. So come support the local farmers and come and support the Boysen Fitzgerald family. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. We'll see you guys on the next one.